Peace. Supreme understanding. People have been asking me to do it's 10 reasons to be a 5% series and just finish it up, man. Take it all the way. And I think I'm gonna do it. You know, people have been asking for it. I don't always have the time or have it on my mind to continue the series, but I will. Reason why I really didn't finish it up was because I think a lot of people felt like I was trying to do a campaign. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to proselytize or convert nobody to nothing, you know? And I think that really goes into one of the reasons. Hell, I don't even know what number reason we at. We might be at number 7 or something, you know? I did have a gang of reasons listed. I was damn sure more than 10. But let's talk about that one. We don't really want to convert nobody, you know? It's like really like it's self-savior, man. You got to choose yourself. Today's mathematics is culture. You know, culture is really basically a pattern or system of behaviors and things that people do, say. It's a way of life because it's something that you do consistently. It's not something you do one time. It's something that you do on a regular basis. And our culture is about freedom, you know, but it's not just like just do whatever you want. It's about having the free mind to process information, to take it through experiences and through other developmental stages to where you develop an understanding, and then you base what you do consistently off of that. That's the process of going through knowledge, wisdom, understanding the culture. We want you to ask questions. We want people to ask questions. As a matter of fact, we really probably treat people the worst when they behave religiously. So when people got the impression that I'm trying to like bring people over to like becoming 5%, like, nah. I'm just really expressing, like, kind of like I'm just rooting for my team. I'm just really expressing why I came here. Like, I'm a critical thinker. I don't want to be a part of nothing where people don't think critically. The beauty of this culture is people are allowed to have their own understandings. Like, we know that different people are going to see things different ways. Even in the natural world, man, you know, you got people that they see nearsighted, they see farsighted, they colorblind. You know, hell, you got animals that don't see at all. You got echolocation, sonar, and all that, all them other senses, and, you know, people perceive things different ways. It ain't really about how you see it so much as which way you headed, you know? And hell, might not even be all headed in the same direction specifically. Because, you know, you might have this one brother here in the streets, might have another brother here in college. You need both of those. You need both of those because I'm telling you, the brother that's in school, he may not be safe on the streets unless he got his brother that's in the streets to hold him down. Same thing as the brother that's in the streets, he may need that little daily dose of information and insight that's coming from the brother that's in school. And he may not need the brother that's in school to be able to build the business that will one day be able to provide his family some stability. You know, things like that. We all need each other. And so, yo, if you on the different cultural paradigm and all that, man, ain't nobody trying to switch you over, man. If you got the open mind to research this, go read Knowledge Itself, a collection of wisdom on the science of everything in life. Read our book. It ain't no damn religion pamphlet telling you you're going to go to hell if you don't follow us. It's just like, yo, man, here's some things to think about. Like, ask questions. No religion really wants you to ask questions. We're not a religion. We want you to ask questions. Think critically about everything. Hell, we think critically about our core teachings. 120. We question the questions and answers that's in 120. That's the 120 lessons. I mean, well, they're degrees because really there's so many more lessons in each degree. We want you to think about it and find new ways of understanding and find new ways of looking at it. If you meet somebody that's claiming to be a 5%er for 10 years and they're still using the same spiel that they were saying 5 years ago, 2 years ago, they're not growing. And they really may not be one of us. They may just be using it for who knows what. My understanding develops every day. I mean, I have not found, and I'm talking about, I got a pretty decent education. I like to think I do. I ain't found nothing where I'm like, yo, this ain't right. Now, I've met brothers who say, oh, man, I questioned it, this ain't right. And then I ask them what process they went through and what did they study and what did they look up. And usually it's a real substandard process. Usually it's like, yo, I watched a YouTube video and I came to a new conclusion. Or like my college history professor told me I was wrong and so I just went with it. Man, I've shut down college professors, people with doctorates and all. Like, trust me. That's why we're going to put out this book. After knowledge of self, you're going to want this next book, The Science of Self. The Science of Self is going to go into, I'm talking about the history of the physical universe, all the way up into ancient times, everything up to pre-European contact. I'm talking about from the building of the pyramids, to the building of Nabta Playa, to the building of Stonehenge, because it was black people that built Stonehenge. We could drop the evidence for that. To the damn black organic matter that they can find out in the heavens above. You know what I mean? In the Bach globules and all that. Extraterrestrial melanin. I don't like using the word extraterrestrial because then people start thinking alien. So interstellar melanin. You know, we explain all that. You know, and that's where the questions will lead you. Like the question will lead you, if you have a sound course of study, to the answers. If you start digging into the Bible, you're going to get more and more questions. And eventually, your questions will not be able to be resolved within the context of that religious paradigm. You're not going to be able to be like, yo, I dug into the Bible, and I came away with the conclusion that, yeah, all of this is not the word of different human beings. You know, and this has never been changed. You got to walk away. I know religious scholars that be like, yo, man, 70% of the words attributed to Jesus in the Bible was not said by Jesus. And these dudes got doctorates in theology. Who am I? Like, who are you to like say, oh, well, you know, my pastor says different. Your pastor don't even believe in his religion, truth be told. Half of these preachers and pastors and other religious leaders, they understand. Even Dr. King, he understood that Christianity was a social platform. So, more power to them if they're using that religious platform as a means for social change. But we know that since the 60s, that's a wrap too. So then, at this point, what are they supplying? They're not supplying something that they really believe in that is the truth. They're not supplying a platform for social change. What are they giving to people besides feel good? I would say it's advice, but they ain't even helping nobody get nowhere. I mean, hey, let's not even go on that tangent because I can already imagine that there's people that are upset by that. But think about it. Think about it. Think about, like, why would God allow for a pastor to be able to molest little boys? Like, why would that be allowable? To test your faith? Like, who the hell plays them kind of games? Like, would your boyfriend, like, if you're a woman, would your boyfriend, like, just, like, go, like, molest a little boy to test your relationship? Like, that wouldn't make no sense. Why would somebody do that to you? Why would somebody, like, test your faith that way? Like, who would you let in real life play that type of game with you? See, we were taught, like, yo, ask these kinds of questions. And the questions is really going to lead you somewhere. Like, if you just believe and listen and follow, like, that ain't going to lead you nowhere except somebody to take you to your own death. So that's one of the reasons to consider looking into what, you ain't got to be one of us. Just look into what we do. Look into the thought process. Look into how we investigate. Look into how we research. The foundation of our culture is knowledge, which means we do what? We look things up. We research. We find out. We ask questions, man. We talk to people from all different walks of life. You should do the same. You ain't got to be a 5% to do this. That's all I got to say on that. You know? And research the culture, man. Don't listen to a YouTube video. Don't ask a preacher what he thinks. Ask a bunch of people. Look into it for yourself. Read Knowledge of Self. Read Knowledge of Self, a collection of wisdom on the science of everything in life. Read that because it's got 50 different perspectives in there. From all different people from all different walks of life. And then walk away with your understanding. And if you're still not satisfied, I got some more books for you. We'll see where we end up. And I guess we'll do number 6 later. I'll get to that later. Peace.